Welcome everybody for another episode number 3. Last week we left off in a cave, and so as you guys are leaving the cave, bears in tow, the sun at this point being a little before noon, you've spent several hours since the beginning of the day, waking up, walking over to the mud huts, searching the caves, coming back out. Do you plan on heading towards Gilbert?
Yeah, he has to know the news.
So I'm just gonna be like, alright guys, we gotta go tell my friend about the sad news, so let's go back.
All right. So as you guys approach, you see Gilbert um, stacking rocks and trying to like get 4 or 5 rocks high. He's made a little bit of a garden of just neatly stacked rocks.
Whoa. I'm just gonna say, Gilbert, my friend, we're back.
Oh, hello, darling. I'm sorry. Oh, hi, dear. Oh, good, wonderful. Where'd you go?
What do you mean we went? We did a quest for you.
Well, no, I get that, my dear. I get that, but like, where was he? I guess that's the question. Was he in his cave? Did he get like in a different cave? Was he in the trees? Did he end up going to them damn knife elves? And you go to the Feywild and save him? Like when you go to the Feywild, like time passes a little differently. So like it could have been like 100 years since the last time I see you. So like maybe that you had an entire adventure. Well, none of you look older, so I guess that didn't happen.
So I have bad news, but I don't know if I have the heart to tell you.
Your boyfriend is dead.
Very dead.
Oh, well,
The good news, though, is that Ravik here brought some friends who can take his place.
um, do you want me to raise them for you? Do you like? I'm sorry. Do you like? Are they for me to like take care of at this point?
Yeah, they seem pretty attached to me, but maybe you could take them in and teach them how to do that fishing for you.
I can do that. Well, that's unfortunate, but I like I said, thanks for checking up on him. That's really unfortunate. I'm very mildly mortified about it. I mean, it is kind of the circle of life, so there's not much I can do about that.
Well, about that circle of life business, there may be some more to this than we've let on so far. You might want to sit down for this. You want to lean against the side of the house or something?
He'll just plop onto the ground.
And I'm going to take out the canteen that has the tainted water. Don't drink. Don't even touch, as far as I know. But this water was in the cave, and I think that it's what killed your friend.
Well, you
It's
should probably
definitely.
go take that to an apothecary.
Hmm?
Yeah, an apothecary might be able to figure something out what to do with that.
I'm a little leery of doing that. Walking around with necromancy is a problem.
Do okay. Well, we're still walking around with it anyway. I suppose we could send a message to the Templars of the Holy Order and have them figure it out. Yeah, I'm sure they won't burn down this entire forest to clear out a little bit of pond water that happens to be infused with necromancy.
No.
How about you keep that to yourself, and I will pretend I never heard anything about that, okay? And you figure out
Well,
what best to do with that. Well, I figure out how the best to do it because, like, we are going to need to do some purifying water stuff going on.
yeah. Well, the point is that your friend didn't die of natural means.
Oh, that's what you're getting at. No, okay, yeah, no. I told you things were amiss. Creepy damn mist, always floating around.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, Gilbert, about Bubba. Can we like do like a little like graveyard for him?
You want to do a little grave for Bubba? Oh man, that's so sweet of you. Oh yeah, Lance, that would be very nice of you. But here, gentlemen, and I suppose all of you are gentlemen. Anyways, gentlemen, here you go. All right, so here's 3 scrolls, okay? Um, as form of payment, and then here's a voucher. I know it looks not like a whole lot, but like this is wood. It's inscribed with druidic powers to cash in if you ever need to use a Leahum's tiny hut. Okay, you just snap the voucher, and Leahum's tiny hut will like appear. Okay.
Roger.
All right, and for the scrolls, um, all right, Alucard, roll me a 1d6, and then tell me the result.
Oh. 4.
You get a scroll of comprehend languages.
Got it.
All right, next up, who 21? Tarman.
13.
You have a scroll of magic missile. And then, do you want me to roll for you? All right, I'll roll for you. You also get a sleep spell scroll, which is funny because it's not like you can use anything with it. But hey, you can sell it back at town whenever you want, and you know you can make a couple gold pieces off of it, probably closer to like 10.
Nice. Shoves it in bag.
Oh, you're right. I haven't actually. That's actually part of tonight's episode. So thanks for the reminder. Hi guys. If you haven't realized, we haven't been feeling very good on keeping track of money. That's on me. I've just been a little bit more relaxed.
Gilbert.
Yes.
This tree and water. There's something about them.
Oh yeah. That's Willowblood's tree. You know, Lavendora. That's her last name, Willowblood. That right there. That is a tree from the Underfey. She's a creature from the Underfey, and whenever a dryad is born, they hatch or grow out of, spawn from, created of from a plant, and so this is literally her tree.
Oh, is she Lavendora? Are you tied to this tree? Can you do you have to remain in the vicinity?
No, she doesn't have to be around this vicinity, but she wanted to find a place that she could plant it, from what she told, and she just planted it there. And it's got some pretty unique properties. Everything in the Underfey wants to constantly suck and eat your blood and magic and all that type of stuff. And so this water's like super duper pure and clean at all times because anything related just gets absorbed into the plant itself, and it's you probably shouldn't touch it unless you want to lose and donate some of your vital organs.
Hmm.
So that's probably why I noticed what I noticed about Lavendora.
What'd you notice about her?
Let's just say she pinged when I detected magic.
I suppose that does make sense. As he like strokes his beard. I suppose that does make sense. I think it's a little weird. I mean, let's see, what is the political correctness word? Creatures? No, I don't give a shit. When monsters of a particular type of nature, they're gonna have magical properties. Now, granted, this woman that I've been, I don't even know if she can decided or classified as. I mean, it's a woman figure. Anyway, whatever. This individual who I've been suffered to live with constantly has been with me, is very odd, and I've been told I've been pretty odd. But no, that's just how it is.
Well, if it helps, you are both very odd.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm here to suffer with her due to the fact that we have a treaty with the Underdark, with them holy night walkers or drow or shade of the earth elves and all that, whatever they want to be called this century.
I'm curious though. The purity of the water is what drew my attention, and I was wondering if that would have the same effect on the tainted water as it did on this water here.
It depends on how strong the tree is, I suppose.
How strong is the tree?
Um, how old are you, Lavendora? You can tell based off of how strong the tree is, based off of like how many leaves it has.
Well, it does appear there are plenty of leaves on this tree.
It's actually technically a very young tree, but you wouldn't know that unless you were a green thumb. Hey, Lavendora, how many leaves are on your tree?
How many leaves are on my tree?
Yeah.
Myself?
Yeah. Well, you and the same tree have the same amount of leaves on each other. How many leaves are on you?
7,000?
She's 7,000 leaves old.
Yes.
That's the answer. She's 7,000 leaves old. Never get a damn answer that straight out from her. Damn monsters.
And just as a final,
racism isn't very funny.
Just as a final, when you go to retrieve your bear friend, there's a low area in the cave. Do not go down there. There's actually a way around. So take the right tunnel when you go into the cave.
Okay, I appreciate it. You do happen to know that I happen to be a dwarf, right? I might be out here in the sun, but like I still know my way around a rock or two.
Yes, but it's the necromancy in the cave that I'm warning you about.
Oh,
Gotcha.
the old man will be fine.
All right, well, you guys have a great time, and you get out of my land, okay? Have a great time. Hey, Lavendora, come help me go get this bear.
Okay.
And you guys head back to town, please.
Well, that was interesting.
Let's grab another character who we're missing. Oh, card! And the three of you are on the bridge. Alright.
I looked, as we go past, I looked down to see how deep the edges.
The edges? The shallow area is about 15 feet on the sides, and the deepest you're going to get over here while you're crossing the middle is about a 35-foot drop.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys make it back into town. Garrison, right on over here. You can see the blacksmith shop. The carnies are packing up. The monastery over here, next to the wheat fields that are behind it. And as you make it to this T intersection, you can see the herbalist shop down here, your guys' inn that you were at, and then town square. However, you guys start to part your ways. As narratively said, some of you sleep in the same inn, others go to fancier places. But a week is going to pass. What do you guys do to obtain money, coin, and other things that are so mundane that time just goes on as like a rote in a wheel?
Well, I know for a fact that Ravik would definitely attempt to sell the scroll that he had just acquired. He doesn't have use for magic scroll.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the straight up 10 gold for that.
Easy enough.
You're human. Humans are special privileged.
Enjoy that splendor while it lasts.
There are other things that you could do uh, during the week, little odd jobs here and there. If I remember, there is a list of skills or traits, jobs that people have the opportunity to do. I know a lot of you come from the Sea of Storms, so you guys are kind of just guests here making money. Alucard, how do you plan on making money or spending your time while events just move and you enjoy? How do you plan on spending the next week?
I take minor contract jobs for just to kill things, kind of just doing something to pass the time,
Okay. Now,
waiting
are you
for something
going
to
the
interest
whole
me.
bounty hunter route, or are you going more of a hunter route?
Both.
Okay. For you, I'll take a D12. 11. Yeah, I could work with that, as that is on the bad list of things. We'll come back to you in a bit.
Oh, great.
Armin.
Yeah, Tarman's also going to do. There were tons of things on that wall, so he'll do some of those. But also, he's going to try to start spreading the word that he can heal as well, and he's going to try to help anybody who needs help.
Okay. So the garrison's gonna want to come up to you and make sure that you have the appropriate ring and a guild association. And seeing how you like to follow the rules, you're gonna go and spend the mundane amount of time to get certified, processed, and then be part of the bronze level uh, um, guild of Wounded Hands, where a farmer who cuts himself with a scythe, you can go to him and do a small amount of uh, mending on his flesh and get paid a proper fee. However, you don't get to keep any of the money, which this is new to you, I suspect.
Yeah, definitely. But as long as I'm doing the side business quest things from the board as well, I should make enough to, keep things up.
However, at the end of the week, you will get paid a pot of the money. So let's say that there's 7 people who are also at the appropriate level, the bronze level of your guild, and everybody puts in the money that they've received throughout the week, and then you split it 7 ways. That's
Yeah,
how
I
this
like
is going
that.
to work.
Cool.
So we're gonna see how much money you're gonna make here in a bit. Now I'm gonna swap back over to Ravik.
Mhm.
Did you want to do any gambling while the week passed with your now 10 gold?
Well, considering that I have 50 copper and 13 gold burning a hole in my pocket, probably will do a little bit of gambling, but he's considering he ended up losing all of his gold during that one event, he's going to try to not go too deep into it in the beginning and kind of spread it throughout the week. But also at the same time, to like keep up with that, he's going to try to set up like a side gig of fortune telling.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do for that. I'm going to take a d12 for your gambling, and this is just going to encompass everything in general. But before you roll it, tell me how much you have wagered. The
Oh, you
total
mean
amount.
how much I would have spent throughout the whole week?
Correct. And this is how many
Okay.
times you've placed a bet for the ante, not how much you've received, because we're going to figure that out.
I think that he probably would have used about half of his money. So, like 25 copper and say 7 gold altogether.
Okay. So then roll me that d12.
All right. D12.
10.
10.
Not great on your returns.
Mm,
Let's see, what would that be? 12, you would have lost all of it. 11, you would have lost almost all of it. So you're at 80% lost. So
okay.
figure out the math on that, and that's how much you've got left. After that, let's go start off with the proper people who have their guilds. Now, Lavendora, you happen to be part of the nefarious guild of the dead things that's rot in the ground. Yeah, most people don't really like participate in your guild, and it's just you and Gilbert, to be honest. Like, it's just you two. But he's completely in his own category in the silver. You're still a bronze. So here's what I'm going to need you to do. Roll me a d12 to see how many customers end up passing away or times that you are required to come.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see how misfortunate the world is. 11. That's really good for the world. That means you're not finding much work other than burying a bear. All right. Oh, Gravedigger. Here we go. You work in silver, so I need you to roll me 2d8. However, because you rolled really bad, you're going to be taking a hit.
Great.
So roll high, 2d8. This is how much silver you're making, and then you're going to be cutting 10. Very good. Well, this makes math very easily. You're going to only be making, let's see, you rolled an 11. Let's only make that 2.5 silver. So that's going to be 2 silver and 5 copper. Yeah, your services were not needed. Like,
No!
it's a good thing you've got a scroll that you can go sell for 5 gold because you're a dryad.
So I think it's what? Two what?
So you get 5 gold if you're selling your.
Yes, I'm selling it.
Okay, you're getting 5 gold,
Okay.
2 silver,
I hate you.
5 copper.
I hate you.
Wonderful.
But...
All right. Our little healing boy who decides that he wants to be part of that. Where is yours? Here we go, healer. All right, you get paid in gold. Please roll me a d6. 4. However, I'm going to need that d12 again because you're not exactly what people don't like the fact that you just have water dripping out of your hair at all times. And yeah, it's just like the worst. Here's what I'm going to do. You're going to get 4 silver, okay? Instead of gold, you are just outright making nothing. And the only reason why you are able to make any money is because other people are forced to give you money. You have made 0 clients. You probably have lost clients.
Man, you sweat on 1 or 2 people and they just get mad.
All right. We were gonna go with a hunter for
Alucard.
Alucard, and then we were gonna go look at this terrible situation that you find yourself in. So, Alucard, while you are out there hunting, please roll me 5d12. This is how much you're gonna get paid in copper. So 28 copper, so it's gonna be 2 silver and 8. However, I'm going to bring you into what happened with your previous bad roll. So one day while you were walking through the alleyway, a tabaxi steps out in front of you, and a halfling starts to talk behind you. Good sir, you seem to have walked down our alleyway, which has a toll. I'm gonna need you to pay the appropriate fee. Now, with a fine gentleman of yourself, I'm sure you would do just fine to be able to do that. Say, a silver apiece for each of us, and there's 5 of them, so that's a total of 4 silver. As more and more people start to show up.
So this is just how much in the alleyway?
Yeah, so there's 3 people in front of you and 2 people behind you, and you're just in an alleyway. Give me a history check.
Go up to the guy who was talking to me.
Yep.
And I bet he's a halfling, right?
Yeah.
And I try to grab him.
Or
like by the collar. Just kind of.
Give me a deception check as you walk up to him. An 11.
Man, 11.
I'm gonna roll insight. He's only got a +1. So it matches. He sees that you're not going to be paying him, so he's gonna like back off, and this is gonna start a kind of a scuffle. Or do you want to take like a skills challenge?
I'll take a skills challenge.
Okay. Alrighty.
I think that's more funny.
Sounds good. Typical rules: you declare your action. You can't pick the same thing, but you can't pick the same thing 3 times in a row. Like, it has a 3 skills cooldown. So if you pick, let's just go with perception, you'll have to wait 4 turns to pick perception again.
I know.
Okay. Just want to make sure that our viewers and everybody else understands what's going on as well. Go and pick your first skill and describe to me how you're planning on using it to evade, knock out, and get through the situation.
So as I'm walking towards them, I just say, "It would be better for your life if you just fled."
Okay.
And I'm trying to intimidate them.
Alright. Let me think for just a moment. Alright, so I'm going to make this a little higher than a normal DC. However, if you succeed on this one, it's going to drop all future DCs by 1.
Okay.
So the DC is 15 instead of 14, but if you pass, all future ones are going to be now 13. So go for it.
Okay.
15, right on the dot. All right,
Nice.
all future DCs are 13. All right, one person gets up and runs, and we're going to call it the Dragonborn. So the Dragonborn disappears, and then suddenly the other 4 start to rush you. The halfling pulls out a rapier. The cat starts to pull out its claws and just bulks up in muscle, and it looks like he's just about to pound you. What's your next skill?
I'm gonna use my athletics to kind of power through and go walk on the wall and walk up the side of the building.
Okay, so then we're gonna have you roll a performance check to see if you can get your natural powers that are self-fueled to get you out of that situation before the barbarian tabaxi grabs you and pummels you. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll performance. So you needed a 13. So
Yeah, I know.
let's say that you have a cloak, and it grabs you and pulls your cloak down, even though you thought you got out of the way, and now you end up on your back, and then they're kind of surrounding you. You can take the narrative from there and describe how you get out of it, so that way you can then use a different skill or something else in the environment.
So like as I'm down there, I hit one of the guy's feet that I can see, like with my hand. I'm aiming for that, but it doesn't matter even if I miss. And I'm gonna be casting Thunderous Smite to kind of create a distraction.
Okay. Now, if you're trying to create a distraction, you can either roll deception, or you can do athletics for the sheer damaging of it.
Sure, I'll do athletics because I mean it's more about the ringing noise that everyone hears.
That also could be applied as a survival technique to try to get other people, such as the town guards, to be drawn upon your attention to your location. So,
I'll choose athletics because I have a +6 on that.
all right.
Ah, 14. I mean 12.
Yeah. You're getting completely walloped. You activate your ability. They see what's going on. The halfling effectively casts a spell of silence, so that way the thunderous boom just doesn't go anywhere. And so now you're being beaten up quietly.
Can I stand up, take out my sword, kind of do like a whirly thing and put it in the ground very hard and kind of be intimidating like that?
Yes. So you stand up, you shove the two orcs into each other, you slip past the enemy, you pull out your great sword, and let's see how well this maneuver looks as you thrust your great sword into the ground.
That's intimidation, correct?
Yeah, let's go with intimidation. And
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
as you make this stance, 4 people stand in front of you with their clubs and knives, and the one guy who ran away comes back and just up against the back of the head, and you fall forward. And you wake up later with almost no money in your pocket. Roll me a d12 at advantage, please, to see if they left you anything. 9 is with the positives. Okay, so they left you the coppers. Other than that, you're bled dry. You have whatever is in your character's inventory copper related. So,
Don't worry, Alucard. You could come bunk with us.
They took my sword?
no, they didn't take your sword. They just took your coin pouch.
Ah.
And then left you coppers.
Okay.
So go ahead and like, if anything rounds up to silver, that's gone. So you're left to a maximum of 9 copper.
I mean, okay. Great.
All right. We're gonna take our little 5-minute break.
For money now.
We're gonna take our little break. We'll be back here in a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Welcome back. So a few days have passed. During all of those adventures, we find ourselves back in town, including Lavendora. Did you have a reason to be back here?
To getting some supplies for Gilbert.
Okay.
There's one thing I'd like to do during the week.
Say again?
There is one side thing I'd like to do during the week.
Sure.
I want to find out what's up with this water.
Okay.
But I need to know who I can trust. So I want to spend most of the week trying to, figure out who I could go to with this, who wouldn't immediately kill me or, bring the guard down and burn the whole place.
Sounds like a luck roll to me.
Alrighty.
3.
Oh, that's not bad.
Likely people to understand what's going on. Somebody magical. There is a wizard's tower over here. But, wizards are typically contract oriented and heavily monitored. You have the apothecary. And then
I worry about the apothecary just because A, I don't know if I would be able to trust them, and B, even if I could, bringing that kind of thing to them would put them in a terrible situation too.
You could go to the monastery and check out their books that they have. And
yeah, books sound like a good start. Let's do that this week, and then we're going to assume that that's what I do to try and solve this mystery this week.
Okay. And I'm just going to say that you haven't found anything necessarily successful, as this is more complicated than you originally thought.
Okay, very good.
And Alucard, because it's been so mundane, I'm going to let you take some more hours towards your book. Go ahead and
We
roll
just
me.
spend like a whole day doing 120. Okay. So yeah, then 15,
Yeah, you have
20.
10 days to get it done. So considering that 10 days have passed, I'm just going to say that you've spent it then. So that way I'm not destroying the book.
We finished it then?
Yeah, we're going to say that you finished it because 10 days are going to pass.
Okay.
But that's also what you're kind of doing. Probably explains why you are so exhausted during that fight. And so now you have access to that unique magical enhancement. But while you guys are in town doing your various activities, you notice that an army from up north is crossing the bridge, and there is a bannerman who's recruiting people from Shelshalam to join the army to fight against the border incursions of Neshama, the elves that live in the forest, as there have been increased raid sightings. And without your guys' proper support and troops, we will eventually fail and fall. Join us. We can take all forms of people: healers, hunters, warriors. If you know how to hold a hoe, we can teach you how to hold a pike. You know how to use a bow, we can teach you to shoot a man. None of you guys get the feeling you want to join up, from what I can hear, which is perfectly fine. It does sound
Definitely not.
Huh?
Definitely not.
Yeah, definitely not.
Nah, I'm not sticking my head up to get nailed down.
Alucard, I will say you see 2 orcs, a halfling, a tabaxi, and a dragonborn sign up.
I am forever now going to be against whoever this army is for.
Some of you guys roll me a perception. Yes, all of you roll me a perception, please.
Perception. Okay.
22, Ravnik. Wonderful.
I'm just reading books.
$19. That will do it just fine. And Alucard with an 18. Yes, that will also succeed. So everybody who isn't putting their nose in a book, you'll notice that across the bridge, up on top of the hill that is adjacent to the bridge, there is a figure in the silhouetting the town, just overlooking the town on this hill. And it's just staring, as far as you guys can tell, just looking. This individual has a small stature, only about 4 feet tall, but has elegant looking, as far as you can tell, elegant looking cloak and no particular reason to be here. Just menacingly looking at the town from up above.
I stare at the child. I mean the image.
I got no time to worry about that.
How did we all came back together?
It's been 10 days.
You have to worry about signing up.
You just said it's been 10 days and then poof, we're all back
Hmm?
together.
That's how time works?
Human minds, frail and scared.
I know, there's a reason. Okay, so I've just had a little conversation with Lavendora. She's just like, how did 10 days just suddenly go through? How did we all end up together? And it bugs her that this is just happening. But you gotta remember, it's a story from a perspective of the storyteller who just does not care about the details. It just really doesn't matter. And your daily lives are literally useless and pitiful. And I don't give a about your guys' like, I had to take a dump in the stream today. Couldn't find any toilet paper, so I wiped my ass with poison ivy. No, what matters is the fact that you guys are surrounded by an army, and you're about to be invaded by a group of people you don't even know, and your lives are just like about to be thrown into chaos, and you don't even know it. That's what's important.
Hey, Ravik, are you still bunking down with me?
Probably. I mean, at this point, I would have paid you back some of that cash.
Oh,
yeah,
would you?
Yeah, definitely. Like, his word is his bond.
I'm so confused.
So, knowing you guys need money pretty badly, and especially now that the army has left, and Lavendora, your itch to explore is starting to kick in. You guys have seen each other in town. There's constantly, I'm gonna say you guys constantly keep meeting up at the webs. One moment, I gotta figure out how to grab all of you guys without doing that. At Wisdom's Webs, the drow where you guys kind of met up for that first job.
Okay.
There is a high-paying job you can take, cleaning out the sewers. There is rodents of unusual sizes.
Oh, that kind of cleaning. I thought we were going down there with a toothbrush or something.
Oh no, this is like kill giant rats.
Nah, they wouldn't pay that much for cleaning.
How much is that much?
How much is that much for cleaning out rats?
Yeah.
Upon instructions, this is actually being hosted or bountied up by the House of Z, the ones that are the vices and the expensive rich clientele. If you're interested, you're going to need to go talk to them about the details. And Lavendora, would you like to be with them to join up on this contract? Because you're just starting to have that itch, and so you met up at to see what adventures the drow has. Yeah.
Oh, she came here for the blue dude.
You showed up for the blue dude. Blue people together.
Blue people forever.
Blue people. Blue people don't say "see ya later."
Blue girl, Lavendora. Nice to see you.
Adventure or something. I need. I have an itch. I don't know why. I'm just scared.
Well, as it turns out, people around here are not very fond of, let's just say, the amount of water I perspire. And I'm
They are very racist.
and I'm trying to make some money.
Oh, those are not nice people. Oh, it's you, the wing guy. So, what kind of money are you trying to get?
A lot.
I was thinking perhaps somewhere in the vicinity of 5,000 gold.
Ooh, okay. So, why do you think you're still standing here? I'm so confused. What's the job? Is it a job? Is it like someone needs help? Or I'm confused.
We're going to kill some rats in a sewer.
It seems like some very menial work.
Indeed.
So do you guys just go straight into the sewers without talking to the guy who's hiring, or?
No,
Armand would want to talk to them.
Okay.
yeah, we'd want to work out a fee. I'm not going down into the sewer without working out a fee.
So as you guys knock on the door, a black how do I say it? Plasmoid looking individual opens the door. This person, this individual creature, for those who are in the Sea of Storms, are familiar with the Janele upon first sight. Lavendora, this is your first time seeing one. He's wearing a top hat, a monocle in a place where no eyes are because Janele do not have facial features, a full three-piece suit, and when he speaks, his entire body vibrates and ripples, producing sound that echoes from every part of his body. Hello. Welcome to the House of Z. How can I help you? I am Servant Janele.
I just like look at him and I'm so curious and I try to poke at him. Hi, what are you? I've never seen you.
Can I
We-
hold her hand back
Say again? You hold her hand back?
before she touches him?
Very, very good, very good. We, Janele, ask that you refrain. Hold on. We, Janele, ask that yous refrain from touching us, or we'll feel that for the next 100 years. Thems shall follow us. And the Janele will close the door and head to the top floor through this staircase area over here and escort you guys. And as you guys are entering this room, you can see that there are 4 doors in total. No, sorry. There's 2 doors to the left and 2 doors to the right, and then big double doors down a red carpeted hallway. Walking past the other doors, you can hear laughter and giggling of different genders. You can smell the aroma of tobacco and other illicit things. You can see fancy weapons on the walls and that the candlesticks that are lighting the room just glitter a little too eccentric. Upon knocking on the door, Servant Janelle will open it and introduce the three Z's to you guys: a dwarf, a drow, and a human. They're all playing cards while laughing and drinking. Thems wish to accept the contract of the sewer cleaning. Us will leave you to be. And the Janelle will encourage you to enter in.
I enter in.
Say,
Ditto.
The human is wearing a hat, very similar to the style that I've been wearing. He'll go, "Well, hello there now, fellas. What can I do for you?" "My friend here says you guys are looking for a little bit of a job, cleaning out the sewers."
I look at him and I'm like, yeah, we're here for the sewers, but my friends over here, like I pointed at all of them, like they have questions. I'm just here for the ride.
"Now, here there, fine lady, I could show you a real good time about a ride. There's about a different door down the other road we can, the corridor you can take, and we can find ourselves a type of bed, and I'll show you a real good time. They don't call me the bull for nothing."
I look very confused, and I'm like, well, what? Like a horse? What ride? I'm so lost. I don't understand you, sir.
I wouldn't recommend it unless you want slivers down your bowl.
Uh, oh, I don't know what that is, and I'm just gonna say no. Thank you.
"Well, lass, it's your loss, but that's okay. You guys can call me Brian Charman. I'm the head of the what do you guys call it? Oh, city structure and maintenance ordinance and other things. That's my particular title as a nobleman of Shel Shalom. Those are my duties and responsibilities. So I suppose you guys need to be talking to me." And the drow will laugh and be like, "Oh, but you understand. I would like to see you. What type of talents you guys have at such persuasion? Don't make it too easy for them, Brian. Now you bipped. Sister Moonstrider, what do you got in mind for them to be able to prove themselves that they have the bollocks to go down there and clean out the sewers?" And the dwarf will speak up and be like, "Clearly a game of cards. How about that? Anybody who's smart enough to outwit us is clearly smart enough to outwit vermin."
Tarman shoots a look over at Ravik.
You know this is my game.
So do you just take the chair that's in front of them?
Yeah, he's gonna swing on over and sit down and say, "So what are we playing?"
"Oh, well, this is gonna be, ooh, how about a game of..." Now the DMs now can't remember his own game. Where'd he go? The Royal Court. How about a game of Royal Court? It's like
I have no idea, but as a character, I'm sure he'd be willing.
It's a game similar to 21, except for the goal is to get to 30.
Oh, okay.
Let me pull it up real quickly if you don't mind. All right, and shuffle. Alrighty. So, you are dealt 3 cards. 1 is shown and 2 is hidden. All right.
Mhm.
Here is your hidden, your shown one. And now I gotta figure out how to do it without revealing because I thought it wouldn't be. 2 and 3. You know these ones, I do not. However, unfortunately, I'm the one that's looking at them. Your job is to get to 30. You have a total of 9. Would you like to hit?
Give me another card.
A mother of beasts. The value of the mother is worth 12.
Oh. Oh. You've got larger sizes?
Mm-hmm. It goes up to 14.
Oh. Wow. Okay then.
However, 14 is used for particularly other games. So it technically for this game only goes to 13 because Betrayer is a 1. Betrayer counts as a 14 or a 1, kind of like Ace is 11 or 1.
Ah. Okay. So, mother, you said was 12.
Yes.
17. And our goal is to hit 30?
Yep.
Or was it 31?
Just 30.
Give me again.
Another 1. Now, Brian's going to look at you and be like, now you got the darn devil's own luck, don't you? All right, this is a pretty interesting game. How much were you thinking about getting paid for you and your friends to go clean out the sewers?
He's going to look over to you guys, and he is going to say, well, Tarmon, how much money do you think you need for killing some rats?
Think I want a year's magic pass.
It's a little steep, but you know,
ability only.
the contract's worth about 100 gold. But here's what I'll say: if you bust, I pay you 50. You make it, and I don't bust, you get 200. But if you hit 30, you get 400. How's that in terms for you?
Fortune favors the bold. He's gonna give you guys a quick look, and before even like making sure that you guys could get a word in, he's gonna say, "Deal him another card."
And you get another 1.
Another
Woo
one.
dog! This is getting us a little steep. All right.
What are we at? 23 now?
So
12, 17, 18, 19, 21, 2. Yeah, 23.
so I think you need 7 more. You want to stay or hit?
He's just gonna keep on tapping the table and thinking.
I heard the tap as in draw.
Yeah.
5 to go. The highest
That's
card is a
low cards.
13.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit?
So that's what I'm at 25.
You only have to beat him. You don't have to get to 30.
Yeah.
He is going to look at him and say, "I'll stay," and then like puts his face down and like cross his arms and just start looking at him straight in the eye.
Okay. So the only one I'm aware of is the fact that you've got a 3. The other one, so I know that you have a 3, the Mother of Beasts, 2 1s, and a 2.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna draw a 6. So he has 3 cards. You should be able to touch these things. So
Yep.
So his 3 cards are 6, 8, and 4. So with an 18, he's going to hit. What was that? 18 plus 9. It's going to
Damn
put
it.
27.
Yep.
Well, you didn't win, but you didn't bust. So
Mhm.
100 gold. Pleasure playing with you. Fortune favors the bold, like you said.
Absolutely. And he's going to stretch out his arm and try to give him a firm handshake.
Sure, absolutely. The good thing is, if you did hit, you would have hit 31.
Yeah. That's kind of what I saw too. And I'm like, ha, nice. That was fun. And he's going to say, maybe we'll play again sometime, as he starts getting back up and brushes off his pants.
So you gentlemen, for about 25 gold each, will go down into the sewers. And if I can go here. Everybody see where you are?
Mhm.
Yep.
Alrighty. You guys hear sounds up north to you. You also notice that there are signs of webs in the sewers as well to your left. However, some of you might know, some of you might not know. I suspect that due to Tarman, your desire to gain information, give me a history check to see if during your studies you might know some random information about this sewer. 21. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Nice.
So Wisdom Web keeps a brood of blink spiders down here in the area. She's got them sanctioned as exotic pets from the Underdark. So you're not allowed to touch those.
Are they allowed to touch us?
If you are getting near them, they will touch you.
Guys, we are going to have a hard go of it. There are blink spiders down here, which are pets, and we're not supposed to kill them. But they will kill us.
They're pets, and we can't kill them. So what happens if we do?
Well, we will have to find out if it comes to that. The person whose pets they are is
Her name's
not
Wisdom.
to be trifled with, but not. What's that?
Her name is Wisdom. She's the one that's been giving you guys the jobs.
Is what was her name? The job post lady. Wisdom, the job post lady.
Who?
The lady who was posting all of the stuff on the walls for
Oh,
us
okay,
to do his jobs. Yeah. The internet.
To the left is where spider webs are. Up north, there is nothing. You can hear sounds in various directions in both. This corridor, though it may look like it's only 5 feet wide and 5 feet per tile, it's actually 15, if I have my tool measuring correctly. Yeah. You see 1 square equals 15 feet?
Yep.
You technically can bunch up on each other if you want to.
Okay.
The first thing Carmen's going to do is check the water to see if it's that same kind of cursed water.
Well, you definitely find a turd, as this is a sewers.
But no curse.
Just
No
crap.
curse. No curse.
Turds I can deal with. Necromancy, that's something different.
That is racist.
And so
Uh,
I'm gonna let Alucard kind of lead where you're going, and you guys can just spawn right next to him until he hits.
what do I see here?
That's a water entrance. So right here, you can see that there's the water from the river is pouring into and touching your boots and whatnot, while this crafted stone and manipulated stone with magic functions kind of as a siphon. So the river pours in and sweeps through where you're going, depending on the tides and the flow.
Oh shoot. Retroactively doing my portent for the day.
Yep, go ahead and roll it. Those are a fantastic pair
Nice.
of Fortin.
Nice.
All right, go ahead and Alucard, continue leading everybody where you're going to be going. You're taking point from what we understand.
Do you think I could like hold everyone up for like and like pick them up and take them somewhere?
I mean, if you want to take somebody on a date, probably not the sewers.
Yeah, that's not a good first one.
Can I
Maybe
can I
take
hold
it to the
everyone
second,
up
third.
like one at a time?
Okay, what do you plan on doing one at a time?
Because I have my spider climb.
Does it allow you to
I was
walk
gonna
on
just-
water?
I was gonna walk above.
On the ceiling.
How long does
sea-
this
yeah.
ability of yours last?
Forever. You have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. In addition, I'll post it right now.
Sure, why not? One by one, you can move people. Did you want to get them across the river, even though there was literally like
Yeah.
a good way to do it down
Well,
here?
Vanessa, check out if you can do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if there's a then we can just go that way.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
I mean, that's the direction of the spiders, but you know, if you want to make
Oh
life,
yeah, shit, the spiders.
Yeah, can I just like go that way then? Since you
Yeah.
totally decides to like,
hey guys, I got this really cool ability. I'm gonna put us in danger just so that way I can use it.
yeah, pretty much.
I cast Fireball.
Can I just like mind my own business and go that
Yeah,
way?
you want to? Yeah, go ahead and move yourself where you want to go towards the spiders.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Because I'm a child.
All right, we'll get ready to roll up a new character. Go, continue.
Yeah, okay. Well, I take as many people over who want to go as well.
No. You can do what you want. Like I do not let me influence however you want to do. Like if you want to go explore towards the horde of spiders,
I
you
plan
can.
to do it, so we don't have to go with the pet spiders.
Yeah, okay, so here you go. There's that. Who else wants to make it across?
Alucard, I believe the spiders are that way. We're supposed to leave them alone.
I think this spider is like. Can we like just like look see if the spiders are that way?
I mean, there are spider webs like on the walls, while on the other side there is nothing.
I just go around and come up in front of Alucard.
Oh, I thought you meant like you could see the spiders this way.
They're
Oh,
not.
so it's echoing again.
Sorry, but the spiders are located in this general side of the map.
Then I guess we should try going front first.
So Alucard picks up the child and walks on the wall. Do you just go wee, big meanie wee?
Yeah, all the while we're like both just shrugging our heads as we're just taking the normal walking path.
I'm just like pouting a bit and then like.
Daddy, give me a piggyback ride. Not aware of what that means. All right, your first encounter as you come up. I'm going to roll my dice. I need just a. Everybody roll me their initiative just once, just so that way I can see what I have to beat before I know what individual things are going to go. 21. Okay, yeah, just you win always. Ravik, it makes sense considering you have to carry a torch in order to see where you're going. Okay, and so this particular rodent, it's gonna have an initiative of 8, so it's gonna be everybody but Ravik. But yeah, Willowblood, you can hear a little from. Oh, there he is. From the big meanie. How would you like to kill this thing? Well, it pulled this giant rat of about 4.5 feet tall starts running and trying to attack Alucard and eat him. Yeah, you can roll to do something to it. Yep, you can roll an attack to stab it. Yeah, you can roll that one. A 12 will honestly hit. It hits. You do 4 damage to it. Yeah. Next up, Carmen.
Do I see any more other than this one?
Just this one.
I'm going to hold my turn. I think Alucard can deal with it.
Okay, Alucard.
Yes.
It is very hurt.
Yeah, I just slash it. Oh, ignore that 6 poison damage.
Sure. 23 will hit, 15 damage will kill it. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. You can hear skittering. Lots and lots of skittering. Lots and lots of skittering.
Well, that is why we came down here.
Alright. You may pick a direction to move.
Which direction does the rest of you think we should go? I personally am thinking to the left.
Why not forward?
I'm with you, whichever way.
10, 9, 8,
Forward.
7,
I'm going to
6.
move forward.
Zipped.
On him.
Yeah,
I'm going left.
Okay, so you guys split up at the exact moment. So I'm going to move you a little. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. That's about your distance. Lavendora, you see another rat scurrying your direction.
Oh, joy.
Tarmin, are you going to be behind Lavendora? And Ravik, are you going to be with her as well? Or are you planning on going with Alucard?
I'm literally right at the crossroads, watching both of them go in different directions. I'm like,
Oh, you had another space of movement that you can move to. Did you want to close the distance? Okay. Let me roll his initiative.
Do you want me to do
No. I've got yours. Okay, so you're gonna always go first with that 23. I physically can't beat I can't physically beat a 21.
Okay, so I can attack.
Yeah, you can attack it.
Okay, so I grab my daggers and I shoot a rat and then. Oh my lord!
Wonderful. Hey,
No!
hey, guess what? Hey,
What?
hey, unmute yourself for just a second.
I'm
Would you like to re-roll that?
Yes.
Would you? Wonderful. I'm gonna take
What's
a bar.
the price? What's
That
the price?
yeah.
Hold on. Please,
You're just gonna increase your honor by 1. You want to re-roll?
Yes.
You're gonna have an honor score of 11. I Yep. Just make it 11. There you go. Okay. So here you go. There you go. It's there's your inspiration. You swing at this rat and you remember this is nothing. This is just a normal sized giant rat in the sewers. You've dealt with worse in the Underfey. And you also realize you're not activating your spores and anything of that nature that makes you like super deadly. But you know, now you remembered, and you can swing again if you want.
Can I do my dagger with spores then?
So you activate your spores. Okay, describe to everybody what it looks like as spores start to pour off of your hair.
Pretty much I just naturally do it, like just having the spores like it's like floating around me, like plucking it out. Not like it's hurting me or anything, but it's just
Pouring.
It's just pouring in and it's surrounding me. Like people should see it, it's like it's floating and then it's surrounding me.
Okay, so there's now a yellow aura around you. Any creature that enters this yellow aura, you can just roll a 1d4 if it's their turn. If it's your turn, you get to use your dagger of spores. So go ahead and roll that attack. I'm glad that you paid the price for absolutely no benefit. Tarmin and Ravik, what would you like to do?
well, seeing as I'm now within this thing of spores, I'm gonna follow Alucard.
Welcome to the club.
Tarmin?
Yeah, she's cute, but man, the spores.
Once again with the racism.
Nope. Tarmin, which direction would you like to go?
I went left.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ravik. I meant Ravik. Do you go up north?
At this point, I think that I actually would pull out my bow and try shooting it at the rat.
Go for it. Roll me an attack roll.
Okay.
15 will hit. 5 damage will do some damage.
Wow. That's impressive, considering I have a negative.
That's insane. Alright. So it's the rat's turn. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bite the girl first and then the vampire. I love each of you so much. So much. You know, I once heard that if you love something, you have to kill it. You want it to stop from trying to attack you? Well, it's on its turn. You get to use your spores. So you get to roll a d4 just because. Yep, because you kill things with spores.
Oh yeah, your reaction. Yep.
So as it goes to bite you, you roll a d4. It technically needs to make a Constitution saving throw, but I'm going to bypass that at the moment. That's a lot of d4s. But I'm going to take that first one, which is a 2. It only had 2 hit points left. It drops.
Nice.
So, Ravik, you see your arrow hit it in the face, and it starts to gurgle some blood, and then around that arrow entry wound, little puffs of start to fall off of its skin and the fur, and it starts to decay, and then its bones start to protrude out of its body, and it collapses mid-jump.
You just hear it grows.
On, I guess I'm gonna take that 6 versus Alucard. Hey, Alucard, does a 6 hit you?
No.
Okay, well, I miss. It's your turn.
I'm just gonna hit him with my sword.
A 20's gonna hit, and a 14 will do double the damage. Boop. Tarmin, your turn.
Did it die? Yes, it did. Okay.
Would you like to go around the corner?
Not with my 10 AC.
Okay.
Can I just walk out around the corner?
Yeah, there's another rat.
Oh, good. Okay. That I can step up to the corner then.
Hold your action to stab it if it touches Alucard.
Hang on. Have to be careful about using offensive magics.
Yes.
Okay. This is how I want to do it. As it closes and as it starts to attack Alucard, I want to gust and push it back 5 feet.
Okay.
But I'll use spell points to do it.
Okay. Then we're gonna be at Willow. Would you like to move up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you going cautiously, meaning only 30 feet, or are you gonna go rampage and just go like 60 feet?
No, I'm going to go cautiously right now.
5, 10, 15 feet, 30. Here we go. You don't see anything. You can then continue moving if you want, but if you come across anything, you can't attack it.
I'm just going to hold my position for now.
Okay. And then that leaves our archer man who's slowly losing sight of you.
Yeah, at that point, he's gonna just start following her, and he's also going to shout down the tunnels, "Hey, are those things going to kill me too?" When he's talking about the spores. He's just gonna be sidling along the wall while trying to chat with you down the hall as he's following you.
No, they won't kill you unless I do it. But no, you're fine. I think.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, I guess is good enough. And he's gonna come closer and just plop himself down there.
The moment of truth. We find out whether there's friendly fire.
No. No. There's no harm.
I mean, fire's not pretty friendly.
Mm-mm. Especially for
All right.
Lavendori.
Lavendora. A rat runs all the way up to your feet, but doesn't have enough momentum to make an attack. However, your D4, your spores.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Can I just he has a sword?
Yep, you can do that.
Okay. Oh my frickin'.
Well, hold on. I have to make a saving throw, which I'm choosing not to. You do 5 points of. Oh, because you've activated your mark off one of your druid wild shapes, and it will do 5 damage instead of just a d4.
How did I do that?
There you go. All right, so 5 points of damage. Easy. Alucard, you're about to get bitten.
Mhm.
However, I believe Tarman said that he's preparing Gust of Wind.
Yeah, let me put that up for you.
All right. So, and are you using Gust of Wind, like, are you pushing him slightly to the side? Again, there's 15 feet, right? So that way you can shove the Gust of Wind down this entire tunnel, or...
No, I'm pushing the rat
Yes, are you pushing the rat? My question is,
away.
are you pushing it diagonally or straight down?
Straight back. Oh yeah, and it's 10 feet because
Well, it's gonna be 15 due to... Oh, right, because it's yeah, I get you what you're saying. Okay. So then I'm gonna push him back 10 feet. There you go. Roughly 15. And I'll try to make that saving throw. Alright. Good strength is actually something they're good at. Only a 12 though.
cool.
The reason why I'm doing strength is, again, they have a +2 to strength, and they have a +0 to their constitution, and I don't really feel like rolling constitution saving throws every time they walk next to Lapidora. Yours, they could actually succeed. Hers, I would need to roll a 17. So, that being said, let's go with Alucard and Carmen. It's back to your 2 turns.
That's not man. Would you take care of things, man? Right.
I can't use offensive magics.
I move over and just do a slash. Just protecting him.
Okay. Roll to hit. Alright, 25. And 12 damage will almost double kill it again.
Alright, and you said we're taking our turns simultaneously now, right?
More or less, yes. If you want to prepare to cast a Cure Wounds when he gets hurt, that's fine by me, or whatever spell in that regards.
Well, I was actually thinking of something else. They seem to be coming down at a pretty regular rate, so I want to drop a sleep up here.
Okay.
See if I can catch as many of them as possible.
You might
Right
want to
about-
wait until they group up more than 1 by 1.
Oh, okay. That's
Because
fine.
currently you're only going to get 1 at a time at this rate. But, you know, that's... I'm going to say you hold the sleep spell. Is that fair?
Sure, and then as movement, I'll just keep following Alucard.
Okay. I'm going to move them 1 by 1, and you tell me when you say now. That's when I'm going to stop moving them, okay? But first off, I'm going to do these people over on the right-hand side. This rat over here, our lovely plant lady, has only about 2 HP left. And you have a dagger that just annihilates things.
Yeah, can I?
Do you want the ranger to deal with it?
Sure, why not?
19 will hit. You do 0 damage.
What?
You see the arrow pierce its teeth and bounce right off. In fact, it doesn't just bounce right off. It pierces its lip, and now it does an extra bit of when it bites you, it's gonna bite you with the arrow tip too. You just gave it a piercing. This rat also puts on a leather jacket now. It's got a biker gang. Yep, go for it. This is gonna turn into a final boss. Wait until 3 curl up into it. Welcome to Sewer's Kitchen. With a 23, you gut its throat while it's putting on its leather jacket, transforming into its final boss phase. Do you want to move forward for the rest of your movements? Alright, at the tip of your vision, you can see about 30 feet away from you, there's another one. Alright, so Tarmin, get ready. So there's 1, 2, 3.
Do it now.
Okay. Go ahead and cast it, and let's see how much.
You want to just use the one I already rolled? It was 18?
I can. Let's scroll back up. 18. You'll knock out 2 of them.
Go.
So, suppose you could kill them pretty easily after that.
And I saved one for you, Alucard.
I just chop its head off.
Well, it is your turn, so go ahead and roll to kill the one that is awake. You hit it. 10 will kill it.
Oh.
There are 2 sleeping at your feet, and there are 2 more running at you at the edge of your vision.
You go deal with those 2. I'll finish these 2 off.
All right. Technically, because you're holding your action, it's your turn again. How do you want to deal with the 2 that are sleeping, or one of them so far?
What's the rule on automatic kills for sleeping things?
You can get up to it because it's laying down prone, and if you use a melee weapon, you have advantage. And if you hit it since it's asleep, it's considered a crit because it's unconscious. Seeing how it has 7 hit points, you're likely to just outright kill it. You just need to be able to hit its armor class.
Okay, yeah. I have, let me double check. I think I have a dagger. Yep, I have a dagger. So I'll just go up and
Roll with
try to
advantage.
do one motion, slit one throat.
Just gotta get it above a 12. Let's see what you get.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
You have
you have advantage.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Okay, it's really disgusting. Like, you go to pick up its neck, and you just, like, shiver down your throat, so you drop it, and then you remember, okay, it's asleep. And so you pick it up again, and you go to, like, cut its fur, but you're, like, not even getting to it, and you're just like, ah, yeah.
Okay, Alucard, I lied. This is gross.
You can feel the blood leaking out of the other ones, and it's just pooling around you and just getting into its fur. It's becoming stinky. The water. This isn't water. Ugh. All right, our 2 adventurers who just massacre everything on the other side. What would you like? Oh, by the way, it entered into your AOE range. You get to do your spores. Yep. Yes. Well, that's unfortunate. It has 1 HP. Hey, 1 HP, man! Do you think you can kill this one?
We'll see if I can hit it.
You hit it. He got it. Woo!
You're just gonna hear. Oh wow, I'm actually better with this than I thought I was.
Alright, you can get to the edge of this side, and you don't see anything near you yet, as your spores are going off. The rats. Alright. I'm going to place 2 more rats, so now there's a total of 4 rats in front of Alucard. 2 of them are asleep, 2 of them are awake. I'm attacking with the rats. Now, because there's 2 of them, I now get pack tactics, so I get advantage on Alucard. So 1 attack. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, 17 hits.
Does a 17 hit you again for the second attack?
Yes.
Alright. And because there's 2 of them, they do 1d4 worth of bite damage plus 2 for every one that's next to them. So this is not gonna be... No, 1d4 plus 1 for every one. So this is 2, 4. So it's gonna be 4d4. I rolled nothing but 1s and 5s. Okay, so that is 9 damage total of biting.
Okay.
And I'm, right at your knees, gagging.
Come back.
This is so gross. Oh!
It is your 2 turns.
I just slice at him again.
Alright.
At one of the awake ones.
16 will hit, 7 will annihilate. Alright. Torment.
Yeah, I saw Alucard take a bit of damage, and that feels a little bit more in my wheelhouse. So I'll
Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw as blood splatters all over your face from this next decapitation as you're still trying to reach down and stab one.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to reach down and stab him anymore. I'm standing up
Oh, okay.
and leaving the sleeping ones be.
Okay, then no wisdom saving throw.
That's just too gross. But I'm going to go ahead and give Alucard a quick heal.
Okay. Five HP is restored. You have gained 5 out of your 15 of safety.
Okay.
And
So-
yeah, I'm sitting back there like, oh god, I can't do that. Oh, here, how about this? Is this better?
On your token, I put a 5 under the blue to represent how many points you've received for healing.
Nice.
Our adventures on the right-hand side. You want to continue going through this northern passage forward?
Yep.
I'll keep following her.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. Nothing so far. Do you want to go down or do you want to go forward? Or do you want to keep going to the left? Or go down?
Let's go down.
So you're going to head towards your allies?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's not stick you through the wall. I wish I had some rats to attack you from behind. Ugh. 2, 3. Alright, there you go. That's it. And so I have 1 rat on Alucard. 12 to hit plus 2. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Alrighty. You may proceed to kill this one.
Nice. 2
sleeping.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave those to Alucard. Even if I had hit with my dagger, I wouldn't have killed the damn thing.
Probably, well, again, you'd instantly kill it because it's asleep and it's a crit. What is your dexterity and or strength? Whichever one's higher.
Me?
No, for Tarman.
0.
Both of them are at 0?
No, my strength's at -1.
Okay. Yeah, probably
Uh,
don't touch them. I don't think you can
I-
coup de grace them.
My dex is -1, and I'm killing over here.
Yeah,
Let's
he
try.
MVP right here. All right. Lavender.
Alucard, if you would please, I don't think I could do it.
I put out the suffering.
Yep, I'm gonna let you just make one attack roll at advantage, and you're gonna try to kill both of them at the same time. You just need to roll. Yeah, there we go.
31 should do
Yeah,
it.
31. You line them up, and kind of like dicing onions, you just put your great sword after lining up the body, and then you just. And then I'm gonna move you guys just down to each other, and you guys come across each other. Who strikes first?
The chicken or the egg?
I mean, Alucard, you come across Lavendora. Lavendora, hey, there's somebody in front of you. Did you want to murder him?
No, no, I don't want to murder him.
Okay.
No, don't look at me like that. No.
Would you like to go back up north or take this left path?
There was an open spot to the right down back where we came from. Might be interesting to go.
No. It's that platform over there. It was just in the river again.
Rabbit was
Ah, okay.
to the left.
Yeah, you hit an empty spot.
Oh. Alright, I'll just go back up since the other two is
hmm
straight. Yeah.
They seem like they're fine.
Yeah, they're doing just fine. All right. Hey, roll me a perception check.
Oh.
As I'm putting you in between 4 rats that are using stealth.
I
Hey,
hate
you got a 7. Not great. Not great.
I hate
You know what they always say about D&D? The first rule is always split the party.
Always split the party. Now there's another person who might be able to save our lives. Hey, Ravik, you just gotta beat their stealth score.
Was it perception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They rolled a straight 16. You got a 13.
Well,
I'm gonna take a sneak
What I
attack on you
can
guys.
do is I can use my portent on that.
Oh, that's true. Okay, do you want to have that?
Lets me do a 21.
Okay, so he rolled a 21. As you're walking past, he says, well, you go ahead and tell me what you say.
Fuck, we've got company.
So, I don't get to crit, thanks to that whole shenanigans. He does ruin the surprise. However, because there's 2 behind you and 2 in front of you, and the way the pack tactics works, I still get advantage. So I'm going to attack behind first. So this is on him.
But she has her spores up, right?
Yes, she gets to do one of them. She can hit one of them out of the 4.
So who do you want to not die?
Yeah, somebody's going to get... Somebody's going to
It's
get
not
hit.
who you choose to live, it's who you choose to kill.
By the way,
Yes.
you have your false life... Not false life. Your temporary life, because you got rid of your... because you're using your spore stuff. You have temporary HP. Him, on the other hand... Well, he seems to be a very fragile...
Can I just put my spores right behind him since I know
Okay,
he's
so you're gonna save his life.
Yes, since he's a fragile human, I look at him like, I'm saving you. I'm sorry. You look weak a bit.
All right, roll that damage and see if you can get over 7 to save his life. Halo of Spores.
Oh no, he's dead.
All right, let's hit him first. Like I said, 2 attacks. Hey, does a crit hit you? I thought I wasn't supposed to. All right, and second attack on you. Does a 12 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, all right.
God.
All right, ready? This is gonna be +4. It's gonna be
Well,
plus
just
4.
like that, you can like possess a rat person.
This is a 22 points of damage.
Yeah, 22. Ow. I am down to a third of my health.
Okay. Lavendora,
Yes.
does a does a 9 hit you?
No.
Does a 13 hit you?
1 HP. Will be.
What do you mean 1 HP?
No, 1. It just hits me 1.
Just it hits you. Okay, so you have an AC of 12?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of them hits you. All right.
But it's like how many?
You're going to take a total of 5
I
damage.
hate you.
But your HP doesn't go down.
Okay.
Your temporary hit points go.
Yay me.
All right. You're at 19.
I
There you
hate
go. Alrighty. Gentlemen, you hear well, Radek, you make the sounds. Alucard, you can hear the sounds coming this direction as if there might be an entrance nearby. Like as you stick your head out, there would be an entrance that you can come running. Tarmin, you're welcome to run back the other way and split the party some more. What would you two gentlemen do?
So I can go 60, right?
Yeah.
But can I use a bonus action after using 60?
To do. Technically, yes.
Okay. Verta. Misty Step.
Okay.
So what I would do is basically run around a corner, do my full. Oh shit! No, run over here. Sorry, I got a cat in my lap.
And you're gonna jump into the water, and then the splash of water will teleport you to the safety on this other side.
Something to that effect. Yeah, I literally have a cat like on my screen right now.
So describe to me what it looks like while I move your character.
Okay. Actually, here, hang on.
So that's 60. And then Misty Step gives you how much distance? An additional 30 feet?
Yep.
So, right there.
Okay, so, Alucard might see this, but nobody else would, but for those purposes, it's actually Tarmin's, robes that, start to, the waves on it that were once stationary start to wave. And in this particular case, what happens is they kind of turn misty and the waves become less defined. And then right when Tarmin gets to the end of the thing, the mist encompasses him totally, and he just appears over here.
And is Alucard gonna traverse the walls to get over to the other side?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna just put you about there. Due to difficult terrain and all that. Or not difficult terrain, just because it's, he teleported, you're not. Lavendora, you get to go. Ravik, you get to go. On the enemy's turn, you get to use your Halo of Spores again, but not quite yet.
I do the dagger before?
Yes, you can do the dagger for spores. That's enough to kill one.
Finally!
Ravik,
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Yeah. At this point, he just throws down the bow, and he's real pissed, and he's gonna be ready to fuck this guy up. He's gonna pull his boot dagger, and he's gonna try to aim for his jaw.
All right, so you pull out your +1 boot dagger and swing.
Mhm.
35! Let's go! By the way, that 7 damage is exactly what you need. Talk about fucking up.
He just like takes it and just jabs it underneath his jaw, and then takes the head of it and rams it into the floor and starts staring at the second one.
Okay. Hey, what's your honor?
My honor?
Yeah.
Wasn't it a base 10 from the beginning of the game? Because I
Correct.
never would have touched it.
Yeah, it's a base 10.
It's a 10. Yeah.
Here's what I want you to do. You see, no, we're not there yet in the game. Not yet. Canonically, that doesn't make a lot of sense quite yet. Even though it's already happened, we're not going to do that. I was gonna pull some shenanigans because you rolled a crit, but I don't think I'm gonna deal with it just quite yet. Okay. It's their turn. Lavendora,
Yeah.
do you want to use your spores to kill the one that has 1 HP?
Yeah.
It dies.
Oh.
It has 1 HP.
You just like, it's up. Okay. Yay.
All right, there's 1 rat left, and it's gonna bite you.
Oh, come on.
Does a
Oh, no.
critical miss hit you? It's gonna use the remainder of its action to run.
No.
It's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Can I just chase it?
Yep.
Please. And can I just like...
What horrific thing are you screaming at the top of your lungs in the sewers that the rest of the residents hear echoing underneath their feet as you're chasing this rat to die?
I'm screaming, hey, come back! I'm just gonna kill you! You're big meanie!
I've got a grave set out for you! Alright,
Oh,
swing.
it's not my grave!
Roll to hit.
Daggers of swords or...
Yeah, daggers of swords. That would be enough to kill it if you weren't swinging out the air. And as you get to it, you just kind of lose your steam.
Okay.
Tarman, Ravik's looking not great. Alucard,
Well, it's true, but you know, as I run up into this area, I just saw Lavendora and the rat run off to the left.
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately turn in that direction. I don't see Ravik yet.
Okay.
And I see the rat is still standing.
Yep.
And Lavendora is kind of like brandishing the dagger at it, like, I'm gonna kill you, maybe.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And
I will feed you to my tree.
and Armin's going to try something, and this is for science. He's going to use the scroll of magic missiles he got and hit the rat with it.
Nice. Automatically hits. Roll me 3d4.
And we shall see how the magic thing turns out. Whether if it's from a scroll, maybe it doesn't.
Scrolls completely bypass as if it is Verda.
Awesome. All right.
And
I assume it's a one use, right?
it is a one-time use. I do enjoy handing out one-time use items, and I like it when people use them. The more you use one-time usages, the more I give. So don't worry
That's
about it.
yeah. In this situation, it looked like he was screaming. Lavendora's waving her dagger kind of willy nilly. Oh, I got to do something.
So describe to me your magic missiles that uh, pound it.
Well, well, in this one, it was off a scroll, so I don't know whatever the person who made the scroll.
So I like to my mind when I like to describe force damage, it's the air that condenses into a solid, unseeable block. So you've got these invisible, thick blocks of air that slam into the rat, almost bludgeoning it to death. But
Like
realistically, huh?
if it was my magic missiles, it would be water based, of course.
Yes.
Uh,
So
but in your case, yeah, it's like maybe I can kind of see a little distortion as the blocks, they're invisible, but you could just see a little distortion in the air, and all of a sudden the rat just dies.
and block isn't the exact right word. It's more like these. Um, it's however you want, whether they actually are cubed like or spears or bolt or it's however you as the caster have to imagine the air condensing into these fundamental shapes.
Sure, like comets. I imagine them as comets.
Yeah. So
Little
these
comets.
comets of air just pound in, which Lavendora doesn't see. So as she gets up to the rat, just it trips over itself as far as Lavendora is concerned, and then just gleefully stabbing at it until she's covered in um, rat remains. Each of you guys can add 25 gold to your guys' pockets as you will be paid upon finishing that mission. You guys come up out of the sewers this direction and will find yourselves, if I can get you to the correct map.
And I'm gonna be because Tarman in game does not know all the rules yet. He's going to be very kind of jittery a little bit, trying to see are the guards going to come for me. And as we get closer towards the place where we turn in the quest back up there, he'll kind of start to relax a little bit more and realize, okay, so casting from a scroll is fine.
As far as you can tell, go ahead and roll me a sanity check to see your paranoia of like how many guards you come across.
I am a very sane human being.
Yeah,
Well,
you're pretty sure that you came to the correct conclusion that maybe this was fine, maybe there's a loophole, maybe it's not, maybe they just don't care for whatever reason, one way or the other. Maybe the person who gave you the job has the licenses. Maybe the license was tied to Gilbert, who gave you the scroll, right? Like, there's so many variables, but it's not your fault.
cool.
Well, before you guys find yourselves kind of exhausted in town and heading to sleep, and for whatever reason, our dear is not going to go to bed at her own home. She's having fun hanging out with her friends that she's made.
And we're having fun hanging out with her. Did you see the way she just slaughtered us last night?
I'm assuming you're having these conversations at the inn while you guys are just drinking, having a toast. Apparently, Lavendora drinks root beer because it comes from a root.
Mhm.
No, water.
Water?
Yes.
She drinks water. You guys are telling your guys' stories. To wrap things up, you guys go to sleep. and I would like everybody to roll me a d20. That's almost a... Okay, we have an 11 with a d20. We have a 12 with a d20. We have a 9. We're missing one last roll. It looks like it's from Tarman. The 5. Okay. I think it is appropriate that Tarman got the lowest. Tarman, you get up in the middle of the night and you just gotta go take a piss, like so bad. You go to the privy and it's occupied, and they're gonna be in there for a while. You really gotta go. Like, you really, really gotta take a piss.
You are wide out, and
There's some bushes outside.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is bushes outside. Trying to be some more discreet. Maybe back around this way.
As you're out there, give me a perception check.
Oh god, I'm terrible at these. Oh, we did okay this time.
You're looking around, and the city, the town of Shel Shalom, has a fog rolling in from all directions. It's the color of crimson.
Human minds, frail and scared, freed by
You hear
death
glass
and
breaking.
despair. Hope
Okay,
is so
You
so
hear the sounds
I'm-
of things falling and muffling. It's spiraling. You swear you can see faces inside the mist. It's sprouting from the ground and making odd shapes as if it's coming to reach towards you.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother running up to my room. I'm gonna literally misty step out of my Verta directly up to my room and hit all the doors of everybody who's here and just wake up, wake up.
And we'll pick up the game next week as the mist of crimson blood rolls into Shel Shalom, as everybody is startled from their sleep with
Hello?
no rest given, no benefit from a long rest.
Play the game, paint your scene, taking this to the extreme. Masterpiece, dark design, your last moments only mine. It's a need, here in dust, kill the world that stole from us. Take your place, let it be in my crimson symphony.